Hello everyone, Wave here. Today we're gonna react to Red Flame. He does Genshin content, and today we're gonna react to upcoming features in Genshin Impact. I'm gonna pause in between his sentences or his suggestions, and yeah, let's get started. I don't wanna waste
Long ago in the year of 2019, Genshin Impact was a game that was still majorly under development, and to give the closed beta players a better idea of what would eventually be coming to the game, there were these posts known as Paimon's sharing sessions. Formatted in the style.
So first of all, when they started off with Genshin Impact, they didn't knew it would blow up that much, and we're quite lucky that it did, and at least they can work on more content right now. At least they try.
Of a Q&A directly with Paimon herself, she would tell us whether commonly asked for features were definitely on the way, in development, or not happening. Some things like map pins have been in the game since launch, while features like fishing are just about to be added.
They should much more harder grind to fishing, like multiple levels, more like an MMORPG with a marketplace where player maybe can interact with. That would be insane. It's a bit too much on the MMORPG side, but that's just my dream. And yeah, that would be nice. But yeah, we get standard fishing, which is official.
So I figured let's take a trip back to the past and see what confirmed features have not yet come to the game in over 2 years. In Paimon's sharing session number 2, one question asks about co-op chess/card minigames. The response was that it was already being planned. Now I know that this one might be copium because we already have Theater Mechanicus, which in the game's lore is a tabletop game.
Technically like a board game, like in Witcher you can play like this card game. No, what it's called? Gwent? Yeah, it was Gwent.
But when I think of chess or cards, I think of a versus type strategy game and not a tower defense. Having a card game inside of another game isn't exactly a new idea, like for example with Gwent in The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Some kind of competitive game would easily fit into the game's lore, and could also finally allow us to properly 1v1 our friends in Genshin. In sharing
at least some casual co-op interactions, because when you try to help out in Genshin Impact, where most of my friends are just much too low in their worlds and we just one-shot the boss, and that's not fun at all. I try to go in with weaker characters and stuff if you want to support them, but you don't really play Genshin Impact with other people. It's mainly a single player game, and I wish we would add more of these cooperative mechanics and stuff to MMO the game a bit more, you can say.
During session number 3, it is said that in the future, travelers and Paimon will become closer and have more interactions, possibly being able to grab or hug her. Currently, the only thing that Paimon does outside of cutscenes and dialogue is pop up when you open the menu. Considering that she is canonically the only one that is actually traveling with us, I do think this would be a neat addition. I'm assuming it'll probably happen when Paimon is eventually added to the Serenity Pot, which was confirmed in a more recent developer letter. In number 8, the topic of the Dendro element is brought up. Though I'm sure this was obvious to begin with, we will be getting...
Yeah, Dendro is pretty much guaranteed. It's just a matter of time, you can say. First Dendro character we saw was the dude in the pharmacy. He was selling medicine and drugs and stuff. He had a snake around his neck. That was definitely a Dendro character. Maybe 5-star, maybe 4-star. We don't know. And yeah. Let's keep going.
More elemental reactions when a playable Dendro character is released. The question suggests a poisoning effect and a merge reaction with Hydro, but it is user submitted, so that's probably not what it'll actually end up being. Though we don't have a precise date of when it will be added, it can't be too far off since Sumeru is the next region to be released after Inazuma.
But Sumeru, what do you mean with Sumeru? I think it's a fire region, you can say? Or this is definitely not the Dendro region.
And on a personal side note, I do hope that maybe one day
I'm definitely gonna roll for her.
Anemo and Geo will have some type of reaction with each other, cause why not? In number 9, even when cats and dogs were only just recently added to the game, people were already asking for them to be pettable. There are certain instances where you can feed them, but we are still unable to properly pet them. If I had to guess, I would say that it's taking so long because animals and characters come in a variety of...
Yeah, this is just unnecessary work for the MiHoYo employees. They should focus on the important things. Like, this is some stuff you can do besides your main project, and yeah, that's something the C team or D team of MiHoYo can handle, if it exists.
sizes, so a petting animation might require some very fine tuning to actually...
Damn, but oh my god, I just skipped so hard. Sorry.
There are certain instances where you can feed them. If I had to guess, I would say that it's taking so long because animals and characters come in a variety of sizes, so a petting animation might require some very fine tuning to actually look good. It was pretty interesting to look back at these Q&As and see things that were eventually added, despite them not even being promised at the time. Some other suggestions that got rejected were also pretty cool, but it's understandable why they might not have fit into the game. But whether the 4 things I discussed in this video are added soon or not, the future of Genshin is definitely still looking very bright. I hope you found this quick video to be
Yep, when these regions all will come out, how do you handle resin? Because there's so many bosses at that point, like when we have so many regions, like the next Sumeru was the next region, I suppose. And then after that another one, we have multiple bosses in this region, and then you wouldn't have any resin left to do them. Like in a week, you need to do your domains and stuff, and that's something MiHoYo needs to handle. That will be complicated, and let's see. It looks bright. Obviously, we had a small drought year, half a year. It was pretty dry with content, only events and stuff, and now we got Inazuma. I have fun. I don't rush anything. Like, I recommend to you, just don't rush this game. In fact, that's just my tip, and yeah, that's how you can have fun in Genshin. That's easy. So I'm gonna pose for a thumbnail. Oh, but like this. Okay, that should do it. So thanks for watching, and see you next time. Wafer out.